One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Cowboys about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Edwards. Spins away from the defense. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast.
Oh, a lot of space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read.
Lots of running room. He's at the touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Flores. He's going to take a shot. He's got it all right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Makes the grab. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Here we go. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the 1st. There he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground in this 1st quarter. That is a terrific start. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's open. Wide open spaces. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Johnson wants to throw it. He's going for the goal line. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast. So there was nowhere to go in the end zone there. That time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making a tackle.
Instead of trying to just take the lead with a field goal, they'll leave the offense out there to try to punch in the touchdown. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Kansas State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play. Momentum shift for the defense.
Running to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Johnson looking to throw. Soft spot in the middle. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. quarterback will keep it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Off the play fake. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches there.
Got his man, and he's brought down after a nice game.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Sweet cut there. Past the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cowboys!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. That gives him 100 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Johnson wants to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Man, this is how you want to start your season. You want to create as many explosive plays as possible. And if you're an offensive coordinator and you can turn and hand the ball off and make big plays, it makes your play calling so easy. Let's see if they continue to run the rock with explosive plays like that.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wildcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Fires left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Pulls it in. It's Brock. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Yeah, 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time.
Turning it on. Oh, he's got some space. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fakes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They think there's room to run to the right here. Makes his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. He'll keep it himself. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to take the lead. Wide receiver going in motion. Pushes ahead. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll try the run. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Drives into the pile just to pick up a... Spotted at the 10. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowboys. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback keeps it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. He's loose. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter.
17, Oklahoma State, 14.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Johnson looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. It's a seam wide open. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Buying some time. Oh, a lot of space. Got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone.
The Sneak scores it.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Flores. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle. It's Fitzpatrick. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Brock. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brock. And he rolls into the house. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Crosses the 40. It's a running room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The give to the left. There he goes! Ripping through the defense. The 20. Touchdown, Wildcats! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 25 over East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should...
He wants to go deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. All kinds of room to the right. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wants to throw. It's Flores. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ford. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Unleashes one. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with a now.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And the defense can feel it now. They've got the lead late in the fourth quarter. You just got a sack. It's fourth down. They can smell blood in the water, and they are going to get after the quarterback here.
Set back by the earlier sack. Maybe a hint of desperation here behind and looking deep down the right side. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.